local media has an agenda that they're going to serve. I don't know who's in charge of it or what it is, if it's like a headless monster.
That one gerbils the other night.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good pizza.
Yeah.
Fat wallets and empty hearts. Which,
empty hearts.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, if you're interested in supporting not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch, Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod.
Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell.
Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers. Let's go.
Probably be Paul, because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
hey, it's Bill. You're tuned to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer. This is episode number 758. We introed the show with Skell, Everything's Fine, and Divine Tragedy, Viscera Reaction. You're tuned in one of many different places. It could be music from the 412, Build the Scene, XRP Radio out of Scotland, Mega Rock Radio 107.1 KFGD out of St. Louis, Missouri, Rootaroo Radio from Texas and California. Make sure you check out all those places. With me this evening on this episode is Robbie Perrone. What's up, Robbie?
What's up?
So I titled this one Robbie Perrone's World. And titles, I've been trying to get more creative with them. That one's not real creative, but it's hard to come up with a way to describe everything we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah, you make me sound like Dora the Explorer.
What time is it? So I guess let's start off with Endeavor.
Okay, absolutely. Endeavor After, huh? Pretty sure they're a sponsor of yours, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the radio page, there's a nice Endeavor After logo that you click on.
Yep.
There used to be a big ad on the front page, but I think it got lost in the last iteration of, oh no, the website's not working, I need to fix it. Which is why it's now spread across 3 domain names again.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You could go to buildascene.com, akmusicscene.com, or parockshow.com, and all of them lead to the exact same information. Just spread out across those 3 domains. And to make the database smaller so things load it faster.
Right.
That's what happens when you have a 20-year-old website. So
hey, we all know about upgrades.
Yes. Speaking of upgrades, not so recent, but we'll call it recent. Endeavor After did get an upgrade, did you not?
We did process? Actually. We did. We started 9 years ago. It's been so long now. As direct-to-garment printing, which really opened everything up pretty much away from, because whenever we started the company, we started it as something that we wanted to stay away and put us on the map outside of regular screen print. And direct-to-garment was really helpful with that because there was no color limitations. And it took a while to really get our name out there and everything else. And it was kind of, whenever we first started, everybody kept saying like, "Oh, Robbie, you're in bands. You're going to be, huge. This is going to be a great business for you and everything else." And I always laughed at them because I was like, bands are poor. I'm a musician. I know bands are poor. So we worked it out a lot, getting our name out there and everything. And thankfully, I do have a lot of friends out in the local scene that really helped out. Gave us a shot, and here we are 8-9 years later that I can honestly say, I would say 80% of our business are local musicians around here, which I'm very, very proud of. I'm very excited about. But yeah, we did actually switch this year. Well, last year, I guess, technically now, 2024, we switched over to, and everybody laughs at it because of the initials, DTF. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It's direct to film, and it's still the same kind of processes and everything else. Big, vibrant colors. The images really pop a lot more, and we're getting huge compliments on the upgrade. So very excited about that.
While you were explaining what was going on, I misspelled Endeavor after LLC.com. Apparently, I'm British tonight.
I see this. Endeavor.
Yeah. I caught it immediately. So if anyone is tuned in right now during the live portion of the interview and you are watching us on a chat, you should be able to talk to us and it'll appear there to Robbie's right so we can interact. Saw Jonna typing multiple times, except that wasn't her fault. I had the chat open more than once.
Yeah, she said she couldn't hear anything.
Oh, she fixed that. That was her fault.
That was her fault.
Hi,
Jonna. Nice to chat with you.
So if anyone has seen me out at a show recently with my gray t-shirt that has the First Angel Media, Music from the 412, and Build the Scene logos across my back, that, if I recall, is one of the new ones.
You're correct.
Right off the new machine.
Yep.
So if you're out and about and want to see what the print job, the terrible word to use there, because now it's like
goes back to that whole DTF thing, man.
Yeah.
Watch that.
If you want to see how the fabric is printed on, is that any better?
Yes, there you go.
Anyway, if you want to see the product, you can come stare at my back, and people will be confused why you're looking at my butt. But anyway.
I've seen your butt. There's no confusion. We know why everybody's looking at it.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out how it's so small when the rest of me isn't. So anyway, how, if a band wants to work with you, and I know the answer to this, but we'll ask anyway, what are their options on how they can get some merchandise made or sent to their fans?
Numerous ways. Number one, you can get in touch with us either through the website, endeavorafterllc.com. You can get through the Facebook page, the Instagram. We're all across social media. Send us an email with your design. We offer a way that, well, Bill, I'm going to include you in on this because you and I kind of conspired on this one. Because I have this awesome web designer named Bill Damiano who did a phenomenal job on our website. And we talked numerous times about how we could really help the bands out. Because like I said earlier, everybody understands, music's tough. You can't afford to buy 100, 200, 300 shirts at a time. And then, maybe only sell 10, 15, if you're lucky, 50 of them, and then you're stuck with the rest. We started a vendor program that you can we do all the work. We set up the digital mock-ups on our website. We make an actual page just for you. Payments are through PayPal, and it's kind of like a partnership. You send us the design, we'll put it on the website. We will do all the printing. We'll do the shipping for you if need be. And every customer every order that goes through and gets paid, about 20%, it starts off at 20%, goes to you, goes to the artist. It goes right back into your PayPal account that you told me to set up for you. And all you did was send a logo. That's all you did. And we're promoting the heck out of your band. Another thing that changed this year is we don't do just t-shirts and hoodies anymore. We have options of doing different kind of like canvas purses, trucker hats, beanies, all kinds of different stuff now. That's the beauty of the upgrade that we just did in 2024. The options are ginormous now. So yeah, definitely hit us up. Send us your logos. Tell us what you want. Any kind of swag or anything else. There is a tiny little setup fee, but it's minuscule. And then, like I said, you set it up through PayPal, and every order that actually goes through and totals out, you get a percentage of each sale.
So I don't know if you noticed, Robbie, while you were talking, I replaced your video and moved you on the screen.
I see this.
And we were looking at the vendor page for First Angel Media there.
Yep.
And there are other ones, like you could go buy, whoops. My multiple monitors are failing me right now, but if you look, there's a vendors list of some of the people that he is in partnership with. And you can go purchase, and it's basically drop shipping.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
All right, let me get us back to there we go.
Oh, look, now my wife's on here telling me don't forget to,
the koozies.
Yes, we can print on koozies too. We do those as well.
All right, so we're gonna take our first break. We're gonna listen to a song from Zilch, and we'll get into that band a little bit later. We're gonna hear the song "Heavy Metal," which I learned today. Robbie was not on that recording.
I was not. We actually, as I was an original member of Zilch. We'll get into that later on, like you said. But once after I left and everything is whenever the recordings and everything happened. It's kind of funny that you're starting with this one, because me and the Climo brothers, who are also in Zilch, have known this song for many decades, and it's a killer tune.
All right. So with that said, we're going to listen to that. We're going to hear from Utah with the concert calendar for Shady Lady Productions, which is another sponsor of the show. And then we'll be back with Robbie right after that. Okay, guys, it is that time of the night where I am going to spin the wheel, and Drusky Entertainment is going to give away 2 tickets to a show on behalf of Music from 412. This week, the giveaway is for 2 tickets to see Grand Funk Railroad on their American Band Tour at Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall on February 27th. Tickets for that show range from $59.75 to $94.75. It is all ages. You can head to the Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall site or Drusky Entertainment for more information. The show starts at 7 for the doors. 8 p.m. is actual show start time. But I had a few people sign up. We had Lily Six, Tom Trainer, Keith Ladig, Andrew Card, and Nikki Praza. I'm going to shuffle my wheel 2 times and go ahead and spin, and we're going to find out who is headed to that show on February 27th to see Grand Funk Railroad. And that winner is Nikki Praza. So, Nikki, keep an eye on your email, and you'll be getting an email from me and then a follow-up email from Drusky Entertainment on how to pick up those tickets. We're going to head back to the show and chat some more with Robbie Perrone of Mimic, Great White Snake, Endeavor After, and the upcoming reunion of the band Zilch, right here on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Hey, it's Bill. We're back, headed into segment number 2. That was Zilch Heavy Metal. We are talking to original member of Zilch tonight, Robbie Perrone. Every time I see you, Robbie, your hair is either styled different or a different color.
Yeah, I've been told this for, there's so many jokes going on about how many hairstyles I go through and everything else, and it's amusing. I mean, you got to change it up. You got to have some fun. It's only hair.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
So it looks like I'm shaved bald up here. It isn't. If you look over here, there is hair. I do shave it bald sometimes. That's the two styles: long, as in like an inch, and no hair at all.
You long-haired hippie, you.
That's right.
Well,
Recently,
you're gonna grow that inch for a show coming up in May, right?
what day of the week is that? I know
It's a Saturday.
possibly. Ooh, maybe. I might be in State College that weekend. I have to check that.
More fun at the craft house, buddy.
It's a school competition for students. They do experiments and present them, and they can win some pretty sizable awards for it.
We'll have to figure out something then, maybe live cast the show or something.
If only we knew someone who knew how to do that, or multiple
Right?
someones.
It's
I know
crazy.
multiple someones. So let's talk a little bit about Great White Snake and Mimic.
Sure. Which one would you like to start with?
Well, let's start with the one that you're currently searching for a singer for.
Oh, okay. GWS, Great White Snake. Well, so weird because, you said you named this episode Robbie Perrone's World, and now I'm realizing how much crap I actually do.
Mm-hmm.
Great White Snake is a tribute band. It's formed last year. Actually, at the end of 2023, we started performing in January of 2024. I take it back. Our first show was in December of 2023. It's a tribute to Great White and White Snake. Who would have thought, right? But it's kind of funny talking to friends of mine and everything. And the ongoing joke is, well, why didn't you throw White Lion in there?
Well,
Make it like Great White Lion Snake.
you could throw White Zombie in there too, for that matter.
That too. Throw a little 90s in there. But no, we parted ways with our singer about a month ago. Beginning of this month. Or yeah, we're still in January, right? Like yes. I said, I do so much stuff. Time is just tripping. But yeah, at beginning of 2025, we parted ways with our singer, and we are just starting to amp up the audition process. We have quite a few prospects right now. We start auditioning this Saturday. I'm very excited to get back in the room with the guys and everything and make some noise and see what everybody has coming. We got some names in there. I don't want to say just yet who they are. One actually does have some ties to a couple of the guys in Zilch from way back in the day. And ironically enough, I actually performed with this person back when I was 14 or 15 years old. So it's pretty wild.
Somebody out there will figure that out. It won't be me.
But no, we got some good ones. I actually just got another message tonight about somebody else looking to come out. So we're hoping to be back out soon enough. We do have some shows booked starting in late spring. So we're hoping to have the position filled and ready to go by then. But yeah, it's fun. You can check it out on check us out on Facebook. And I don't know if the videos are still up on YouTube, but they might be. But it's a fun project.
So when I first met you, wow. I'm trying to think when that was. I know where it was, but I don't. Wow. It was definitely in Islin.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what band you were in at that point.
I would say probably Impugn, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
It was either Impugn because the first couple Rock for Lifes I did a Rock for Life with Impugn, and I did a Rock for Life with a band called Lucky Me.
It was definitely before Lucky Me.
So it was probably Impugn then.
Yeah. It was probably the show where I took a picture of someone on a box truck with his shoes melted to it while he was trying to sing.
That was that. You know what? It was probably it had to have been that one because I remember performing on a trailer.
Yeah, that was early on.
It was very early on.
Yeah.
Rock for life, man. It's that name just stands for way more than really what it's about, because it's for life.
I do want to mention that we lost one of the benefactors from Rock for Life 13 today, Britt Kemmerer, way too young, and she has some children of her own that are going to need some prayers. So we'll throw those out now. And I wasn't going to do this, but we got to the topic, so
yeah, definitely sending love. Well, Rock for Life is a family. It always has been, always will be. I know every year that whatever band I've been in that gets to grace those stages and everything. I'm thankful the past 2 years it's been Mimic, and it's every year it's kind of funny because I look at Summer when I'm on stage, and I always have a little speech I prepare, and every year I tell her that I'm not going to cry this year. And sure enough, as soon as I'm talking about everything, and I look at her and I'm like, yep, there's another year gone. All right, I'll try again next year.
All right, so we're going to take our second break, and we'll come back for the third segment with Robbie, and we're going to talk about an upcoming show and Zilch, who we've mentioned a few times. We're going to listen to Common Crown and their track Heartless, and then we're going to go all the way outside of the borders of Pennsylvania. We're going to listen to a band from Denton, Texas called Diesel Beast, and that song is called 1,000 Bloody Nights. This is very classic metal. We've been pretty heavy tonight. This one's kind of more classic. And we'll be right back. Hey, it's Bill. You're tuned in to episode 758 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Music from the 412, Build the Scene. Both of those are .coms. xrpradio.co.uk out of the Highlands of Scotland. Roodaroo radio.com out of Texas and California. And megarockradio.net and 107.1 KFGD out of St. Louis. That station has been with me almost from day one, 20 years ago. So shout out to them. If you're just tuning in, with me tonight is Robbie Perrone of Endeavor After, Mimic, Great White Snake, and Zilch, and various other bands in between.
So many. It's hard to keep track.
So we're going to talk about one song in particular with Zilch, but not quite yet. Tell us a very summarized version of what Mimic has going on.
Mimic started out as a good time basement project that my cousin David Perrone actually texted me and got me interested in, talked me into coming down, because I literally had not sang a note since I was in Zilch, and I was always playing bass, and got together with those guys, had a lot of fun. Couple weeks in, still having a good time, wasn't looking for anything serious. Next thing you know is we're booking shows, and here we are entering our third year together, I believe, and going strong. It's a good time. It's another we call it dad rock, but we do everything from the 70s to now, and it's just a party. We love getting the crowd involved and get them up singing, dancing, joking, whatever. And come out, and it's the only way I can really explain it. Come out to a Mimic party and enjoy yourself, because that's what we're about. And if you want to find out where we're playing, check out mimicband.com.
I was trying to find the thumbnail that I made for this show real quick. There it is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. Wrong one. Oh, come on. Don't show that screen. There. Come on. There we go. So, I believe that's Mimic, correct?
That is Mimic.
And notice Robbie has a different hairstyle.
Rock for Life show.
It was. My favorite part of that is the glasses. I honestly don't know what I'm looking in there at, which is funny because I took the photo, so I was there. But it's just the glasses are what caught me, and I was like, I have to use this.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm biting my lip so hard.
Okay. So what Robbie didn't know is I upgraded also. Now I have buttons that make things work.
Woo, upgrades!
Those ones are courtesy of Rocky because I threatened to take his buttons, so he just bought me my own. Said, you don't use it. Next time I come, I'm just taking it. Anyway, so Zilch has a 20th anniversary show coming up.
We do.
May 10th with Skell and Divine Tragedy, which were the bands that we opened the show with. Look at me following a theme. And
Did you plan this?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that show, if you don't mind.
The 20th anniversary reunion show is going to be, it's you heard the whole Guns N' Roses Not in This Lifetime thing. This is the Pittsburgh equivalent of it. That this is the show that nobody thought or saw coming, because this is all 8 members, all 8 brothers of Zilch being on stage at the same time. Because back in 2004, summer of 2004, Dave and Dan Climo and myself were hanging out, and we decided to start a band together. And Dan came up with the name Zilch, and we looked into trying to find other guitar players to join us. In walked John Hippie Fedlock and Nick Hartman, and didn't take long, but we found the right drummer in Kevin Stiles, who was completely green at the time, and it just worked. And we wanted to play metal, we wanted to play hard rock, new metal. My time with Zilch was a lot more new metal than what I think people are really used to hearing from Zilch, because once I had left Zilch, Boa Mitnick took over, and they really took it to another level. Obviously, as you heard on the recording of Heavy Metal and the CD Shot Glass Therapy, their shows, they really amped it up. My era with Zilch was more like Drowning Pool style, Cold Chamber, still doing some Metallica and stuff like that, but it was geared more towards the new metal style. And last year we all got together and had basically a family reunion luncheon at the Hard Rock Cafe in Pittsburgh. And we sat around, and we kind of all knew it was coming, but no one really said it. We were all just enjoying having the time together, seeing each other again. And Boa brought it up that said, when are we going to do this? When are we jamming together? And Nick and I looked at each other and said, hey, why don't we try to book here? Because actually our first show was in April of 2005 and at the Hard Rock. Ironically enough, we were having lunch in April last year at the Hard Rock. So we through discussions and everything else, the Hard Rock was very much behind it. Booked the show that week for April of 2025. And unfortunately, as most Pittsburghers know now, the Hard Rock in Station Square in Pittsburgh will be closing. I believe their last day is
It's
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day.
Yeah, February 14th. So that kind of put a little damper on things, made us a little nervous. Thankfully, Brian Drusky and Drusky Entertainment came to our rescue. I talked to Brian. I've been dealing with Drusky the past year and everything, and one of the best promotion companies I can honestly say I've ever had to deal with. I mean,
they are
just
also celebrating 20 years.
They are.
Yes.
I saw that the other day too. And then Brian came back.
And coincidentally, PA Rock Show just turned 20 in September. So lots of good things happened that year.
a lot of 20s, man. I love it. I don't know if we're boomers or what at this point.
Hey, so real quick, this show is going to be where?
This show, the 20th anniversary show, is going to be at the Craft House in Baldwin, PA on May 10th. Tickets are on sale now. It's an over 21 show. Kicking things off will be Divine Tragedy with the legendary Skell in the middle there. It's going to be great. You're going to get a 2-hour set from Zilch. Like I said, all 8 members, including newer member Vic Manella, as well as Bo Mitnick. Bo and I are going to be splitting vocal duty that night. It's going to be a blast. We've already got a rehearsal under our belt and everything. So I definitely suggest everybody come out, have some fun with us, bang your head, bang whatever, throw those fists in the air, raise those horns. Tickets are only $15 in advance. All bands, well, Divine Tragedy will have their tickets this week. I will actually be sending those out. Skell has their tickets. Zilch has our tickets. You can get them online. Get it to the show.
You can win them from Drusky Entertainment and Music from the 412.
You can win them. I don't. Are we giving those away tonight, Bill?
No. We are giving those away on March 3rd.
March 3rd.
So you have until 7 p.m. March 3rd to enter. Just go to musicfrom412.com and click on contest, and then click on the Zilch 20 show that is listed on the contest page, and fill out the little form, follow the directions, and then just like earlier here on the video side, I will spin a wheel, and we'll find out who's going to win those 2 tickets to see the Zilch 20th. Why did I forget the TH? 20th anniversary show with Skell and Divine Tragedy. And we have like just a few minutes. I'm going to put you on a 2-minute time limit. We have the song Betrayal, and you were telling me a interesting story about that song in particular. And
this song, it actually started out, the original version of Betrayal was actually a song called Two Paths. Back in the first, we call it Zilch 1.0, Zilch 2.0. Back in Zilch 1.0, it was called Two Paths. And it was basically about a guy who was going through life and basically came to a crossroads. Betrayal, I know what it's about. The guys know what it's about. The basis is that guy chose the wrong path. Turned his back on a lot of people, angered a lot of people, and Betrayal is the story of that. That is the take on how everybody felt how he treated them. And there is discussion right now. We've been throwing around some ideas of potentially maybe recording some more stuff this year. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what's happening and everything. But there's been discussion.
There's an exclusive.
Yeah, that is an exclusive. We don't know. Time will tell. You know, we're all standing upright and sucking air. So, you know, who knows? We may do something, we may not. But we're having a great time right now with it. And we've talked about doing this another version of this song and basically making it a trilogy of the person comes to a crossroads and two paths, chooses the wrong path, and then who knows, comes back full circle, and who knows where the final act's going to take it.
Hey, with that said, we are going to call this one finished. I want to thank Robbie for hanging out with me tonight. Make sure you head to
Bill.
Drusky Entertainment's website or see a band member, and purchase tickets. And you could always take a shot at winning the tickets as well. If you already own a set to go and you win, take somebody with you.
Hey, Bill, when's that giveaway again?
That is March 3rd. It's Monday night. Just like this is. It's Monday night. And just by 7 p.m., make sure you have your name entered into the pot. And
I'm gonna add to that. We're gonna throw in a Zilch 20th anniversary T-shirt in there too.
Nice. I will give me. Do you have image of that already?
It's pretty much what you're looking at on that flyer.
Okay.
That's Zilch XX logo. That's what's gonna be on the shirt.
Right. So I will add that information to the contest page so everybody knows. And
if you want, you can buy them actually off of EndeavorAfterLLC.com right now.
so there is.
They are available online.
All right. With that said, we're gonna head off and listen to the song "Betrayal" by Zilch, and we will see you next week. I'm not sure who's on next week yet. I'm trying to schedule. Nobody wants the 3rd for some reason.
Bill's gonna have me again.
I might.
Right, what are you doing?
With that said, we are out of here.